Google is also, of course, continuing to evolve its analytics to take account of the changes in data privacy. But now, of course, browsers are also starting to deprecate third-party cookies. So as with Firefox, Safari, Google is following suit with keeping up with these changes, which will result in cookieless analytics interfaces and platforms. GA4 will rely instead on other signals. So for example, IP addresses, device and unique browser IDs, and even location data from Google Maps to give us the analytics that we need moving forward to make marketing decisions. So why is this important for a marketer to know? For us on the ground who don't have large tech teams or marketing teams to help navigate this landscape, really understanding the impact that GA4 is going to have on us and how we're going to have to take a look at that data to make marketing decisions in the future is a crucial component in getting ready for when this thing rolls out in July. So the biggest thing I think that marketers need to be aware of is we need to be able to compare previous data with how Google Analytics 4 is going to be presenting data. Otherwise, we're not going to have any benchmarks, right? We're not going to be able to understand whether our campaigns are working, whether our insights are still valid, or how we use the information to really start informing our marketing decisions. And for example, on the ground, what does this mean? So under Universal Analytics or UA, sessions, as an example, were recorded as a period of time that a user is actively engaging with your website or your app. So any new session would begin after a timeout period at a midnight hour or when you've made a change to a specific campaign, as an example. But under GA4, the new session start event, which is what it's called, it's actually called a session start event, that will generate a ID or a session ID for a specific user. So GA4 will then associate that session ID with each subsequent event in that session. Now, a session is going to end after 30 minutes of inactivity, and they're not restarted at midnight or when a new campaign parameter is encountered. So how you then compare how your campaigns performed before to once GA4 is rolling out is going to be hugely different. And that's going to have a huge impact on how we decide what campaigns we move forward with. Yeah, Erin, I think if there's still any marketers out there who haven't even started delving into GA4, my first step would be get on top of it and get on top of it really quickly. Understand what is required, understand what it's going to mean for your business, and get prepared behind the scenes. What does it mean for your business? How is it going to impact your analytics? You need to prepare for it before July 2023's rollout. Make sure you've taken the necessary step to set up Google Analytics 4. It's a very different process from Universal Analytics. And you're not going to just be able to switch over from UA to GA4 because, as I mentioned earlier, the entire data model has changed. Right? So you're going to have to get ready with setting it up and then ensuring that you're migrating things over in the right way. So if you don't have an agency that's supporting you, this can be a very daunting exercise for any marketer out there. So I think as you think about getting started, considering your account structure, I think is a crucial component. Ensuring that you create a Google Analytics 4 property. If you haven't done that yet, get on it and get it set up. Work through what your data streams are going to have to be. How do you want to enable data collection? Activate your Google signals. Make sure that you're getting ready for it behind the scenes. And also make sure that you link any of your campaigns or your Google ads to your GA4 account. It's going to be a crucial component of how we measure traffic, how we measure performance moving forward. And then I think if you're unclear, there are a lot of resources out there. Google has put a lot of resources and a lot of information out there. Just making sure you understand what it's going to take. Because chances are that when they roll out Google Analytics 4, as I mentioned, Universal Analytics will go away. So don't be caught unawares either. Make sure that you have snapshots of your learnings. Make sure that you have your data tables downloaded so that if you do want to compare in the future, you've got access to some of those previous learnings to be able to inform your campaigns moving forward. we spent a lot of time and effort focusing on is ensuring that our GTM containers on our website were set up in a very clear, structured, standard approach, right? We support 94 different locations with over, I don't know how many, 7,000 website pages at the end of the day. And so ensuring that we're able to track everything consistently was a crucial component for us. So as we started thinking around rolling out and getting ready for GA4, making sure that our tracking methodology, making sure that our resource and campaign ID sources and that methodology was as robust and as comprehensive, clear and consistent as possible.